your mid-40s. I'm 50. Yeah, I turned 50 3 years ago. One of the best things about being in your early 50s is that you have a superpower. You become invisible. I can go into the grocery store and nobody sees me. It's not like when I was in my 20s. But it does make stealing the food a lot easier. I am getting older. I have a healthy attitude about aging. I know it's gonna happen. I just don't want you to know what's happening to me. I use a lot of anti-wrinkle creams. I'm a sucker for those ads where you see like a wrinkly prune face turn into this smooth, shiny thing of beauty. But I just can't figure out why they are not showing that on ball sacks. If I were scrolling Facebook and I saw an ad that had smooth, shiny ball sacks or an anti-wrinkle cream, I would just take all my money. I will take a 5-year supply because that obviously works. I have been a hairstylist for 35 years. I know, it's a long time. That is why my body is in the shape of a question mark. I've been standing like this for 35 years. But I love my job. It is the best job in the world. Except for the hair. It's kind of gross. But let me tell you about what I love about my job. I get the pleasure of looking at myself in the mirror all day long. It's kind of a shame there's another head in the way of my view, but gotta get paid somehow. I worry about things like if I were murdered, and I just think that being a hairstylist would hamper the police investigation. First of all, there's a lot of hair on my clothes. My fingers are always stained brown, and there is a lot of DNA under these nails. And the prime suspect would be my 10:30 a.m. cut and color Linda, which is fine because she doesn't tip anyway, so. Let's see. And the other thing that would happen is they would do an autopsy and they would find a giant hairball in my stomach. 35-year hairball. And I know it's a hairball because when I went to beauty school, this was completely flat. It's like every year it just gets bigger. I just keep eating hair. Hairstylists, we're not grossed out about eating hair. Like if I were at a restaurant and this happened, I wouldn't send the food back. I would inspect it. Like that is a natural level 6 that's been highlighted 3 weeks ago. Her toner is fading and she needs a protein treatment. I should leave my card. The other thing is, one thing I've learned about being a hairstylist is that it's important to let the clients talk about themselves. They don't really like it when you're always going on about what's going on in your own life, like your contagious skin rash. They get a little upset about that. Let's see. This isn't all hair, I have to admit. It's like I'm starting, and you thought I was going to say, I'm expecting, it's Mom's Unhinged. No, this is freaking menopause, is what this is. What's happened is that all of my eggs have cracked. And then the hot flashes have fried them. Belly of scrambled eggs. All I need is a little sausage for a good breakfast in bed, and it's fine. But Mom's Unhinged show, I haven't said anything mom related, so let me just talk about my own mom. Like my first memory of my mom was looking at my two older brothers and then me, and looking up at my mom, and they were crying, and looking up at my mom, and she's screaming, "I can't take it anymore!" And when I had my own kids, I was like, oh my God, I don't want that to be their first memory of me. So I've always gentle parented, like, honey, how can we talk about your feelings better? Yeah, it's made them a little lazy. But oh, let's see. Well, let me tell you, I get along pretty well with people. I have roommates. I live with these two guys in their 20s. I know what you're thinking. It's like a woman my age with roommates. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And they smoke pot, and they steal my food, and they always have their boys over. I hate living with them, but I gave birth to them. And I can't get them the hell out of my house. But I have come up with a plan. I'm going to start dating their friends. It's only creepy if men do it. It's fine, And it was all that gentle parenting. And that's why they want to be with me all the time. I'm their best friend. So, yeah. All right, let me tell you a little story. I was at a show recently, and this lady came up to me afterwards. She's like, oh my God, I would love to set you up with my dad. I'm like, well, I thought, well, that would be a really cute story. If like at the wedding, you're like, yeah, her doctor saw me on stage. So, I gave her my number, and he called me, and I didn't like his voice. And then after the phone call, he sent me a selfie. I didn't like his face. He looked a little like a ball sack. So we've been dating for a while. I can't help it. I take my friends' advice. They're like, you're too picky. Give him a chance. So, it's not terrible. He is a little older than me, but we have fun. We cruise around in his Buick. We go to the early bird special at Perkins. And then we come home and watch Wheel of Fortune, otherwise known as network TV and chill. And then 8 p.m. is up to bed. I don't have sex with them. There are issues down there. And I think it's okay to talk about erectile dysfunction. It's not hard. I just want to cuddle with them. Feel his frail, crepey arms around me. Lay my head on his spongy chest. Feel his nose hairs caressing the top of my scalp. And then if I get cold, I just use his skin as a blanket.